Here is your 1600-word, YouTube-optimized article written in a clean, cinematic, professional style without any headings, exactly as you requested. From Apple Original Films and the visionary filmmakers behind Top Gun, Maverick comes one of the most ambitious and adrenaline-charged films ever attempted. F1 registered the movie. Starring Brad Pitt and directed by Joseph Kosinski, this high-octane feature blends real racing, real Grand Prix weekends, and a gripping emotional story that pushes the boundaries of what a sports drama can be. The collaboration between Kosinski, producer Jerry Bruckheimer, and seven-time Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton ensures that every aspect of the movie, from the roaring engines to the intense rivalries, reflects the authentic pulse of the world's fastest motorsport. At the heart of the story is Sonny Hayes, played by Brad Pitt, a former Formula One prodigy whose career once promised greatness. Dubbed the greatest that never was, Sonny dominated the racing world during the 1990s, a rising star who seemed destined to break records and redefine the sport. But a devastating on-track accident nearly ended everything. The dreams, the speed, the glory, overnight, it all slipped away. 30 years later, Sonny is a nomadic racer for hire, drifting from circuit to circuit and staying just connected enough to the racing world to keep his skills alive. But his glory days feel like distant memories, and the world has moved on from the legend he once was. That all changes when Ruben Cervantes, portrayed by Javier Bardem, re-enters Sonny's life. Ruben was Sonny's teammate in the past, someone who knew his talent better than anyone. Now, Ruben is the owner of a struggling Formula One team on the brink of collapse. With financial pressure mounting and the competition growing fiercer each season, Ruben realizes that his only hope of saving the team lies in bringing Sonny back to the track. He approaches his old friend with a proposition: return to Formula One for one last chance. Not for glory, not for fame, but to rebuild a team, its spirit, and perhaps even Sonny's own broken path. Sonny reluctantly agrees, stepping back into a world that has evolved into something faster, sharper, and more ruthless than he remembers. His comeback, however, is not just about confronting old fears, it is also about facing the sport's new generation of rising stars. Among them is Joshua Pierce, played by Damson Idris, a young, extraordinarily talented rookie who embodies the future of Formula One. Joshua is charismatic, ambitious, and hungry for victory. While he respects Sonny's legacy, he refuses to be overshadowed by a veteran making a dramatic return. For him, this is his moment, his era, and he intends to define it. Their dynamic becomes one of the film's most compelling elements, capturing the tension, admiration, rivalry, and unpredictability that only motorsport can bring. As the engines roar and the race weekends unfold, Sonny realizes that Formula One has always been a place where teammates are also the fiercest competitors. The line between partnership and rivalry blurs with every lap. Joshua wants to prove himself as the fastest driver on the grid, while Sonny seeks redemption, not just in the eyes of the team or the fans, but within himself. The film explores how speed amplifies emotion, how every decision made in the cockpit reflects a lifetime of choices, and how the road to redemption is never traveled alone. One of the film's most groundbreaking achievements is the way it integrates reality with fiction. F1 registered the movie was shot during actual Grand Prix weekends, with the actors, camera teams, and custom-built cars placed directly onto the track alongside real Formula One teams. This unprecedented production approach allows audiences to experience Formula One racing like never before, up close, immersive, and uncensored. Instead of relying solely on visual effects or recreations, the filmmakers captured the authenticity of real race weekends, blending Hollywood storytelling with the raw intensity of the sport's global stage. The film features an exceptional supporting cast including Kerry Condon, Tobias Menzies, Kim Bodnia, and Javier Bardem in dual roles of mentor and challenger. Their performances bring depth to the high-speed drama, grounding the narrative in emotional resonance while maintaining the electrifying pace that Formula One fans expect. Every character contributes to the world building, portraying the behind-the-scenes pressures of team ownership, engineering challenges, sponsorship demands, and the psychological battles that drivers face as they chase perfection at speeds exceeding 200 miles per hour. Joseph Kosinski, known for his visually stunning and technologically innovative filmmaking, brings his signature style to this project. His work on Top Gun, Maverick set new standards for practical action filmmaking, and here, he applies that same philosophy to the racing world. Working alongside screenwriter Aaron Kruger, with a story developed jointly by Kosinski and Kruger, the film balances emotional storytelling with heart-stopping action sequences. Kosinski's attention to detail ensures that every frame reflects the elegance and danger of Formula One. Behind the camera, the movie brings together a world-class creative team. Claudio Miranda, the Academy Award-winning cinematographer known for his breathtaking visuals in Life of Pi and Top Gun, Maverick, captures the speed and beauty of F1 with innovative camera rigs and never-before-seen angles. Production designers Mark Tildesley and Ben Monroe recreate paddocks, team garages, and international circuits with meticulous accuracy. Editor Stephen Mirione ensures that the pacing reflects both the adrenaline of the races and the emotional rhythm of Sonny's journey. Costume designer Julian Day adds authenticity to racing suits, team uniforms, and the overall environment. Casting director Lucy Bevan pieces together a lineup of actors who embody both the spirit and intensity of Formula One culture. Hans Zimmer, one of the greatest film composers of all time, crafts the musical score. His blend of orchestral power and modern electronic soundscapes elevates the film's atmosphere, making the audience feel every acceleration, every gear shift, and every near miss on the track. Zimmer's compositions add layers of emotional weight, capturing Sonny's internal conflict and the soaring triumphs that define the racing world. The film's production is a collaboration between some of Hollywood's most respected studios and producers. Apple Original Films partners with Warner Bros. Pictures to present the film worldwide. The project is produced by Monolith Pictures, Jerry Bruckheimer Films, Plan B Entertainment, and Don Apollo Films. The involvement of Lewis Hamilton as a producer provides unparalleled access to the world of Formula One and ensures that every aspect of the racing culture, from cockpit perspectives to team dynamics, feels grounded in reality rather than simply stylized for Hollywood. At its core, F1 Registered the movie is not only a celebration of speed, innovation, and competition but also a deeply human story about second chances, mentorship, rivalry, and forgiveness. It explores how legends are made, how careers are rebuilt, and how sometimes the toughest races are the ones fought within. Sonny Hayes represents every athlete who has faced defeat, every dreamer who has confronted failure, and every individual who seeks redemption not for the world's applause but for personal peace. As the international Formula One stage becomes the backdrop for Sonny's resurgence, audiences witness the intensity of the sport like never before. The roar of the engines, the blur of the tires, the strategic brilliance behind every pit stop, and the split-second decisions that determine victory or tragedy all come together to form a cinematic experience unparalleled in the genre. The chemistry between Brad Pitt and Damson Idris adds layers of emotional stakes to the story, showcasing the generational clash between experience and ambition. Distributed worldwide by Warner Bros. Pictures, F1 Registered the movie arrives in theaters and IMAX on June 27, 2025 in the United States and on June 25, 2025 internationally. With its blend of high-speed action, rich character arcs, and groundbreaking production techniques, the film promises to be a landmark in sports cinema, capturing the essence of Formula One for both fans of the sport and newcomers alike. It is a story about courage, legacy, and the unbreakable bond between a driver and the track, where every second counts and every moment could change everything. If you want, I can also create SEO title, description, hashtags, and YouTube tags for this article.